opinion, but there is a fact in there. Did you take her to get tested for HIV and AIDS so she could have the paperwork to present to the porn shoots so she would be qualified to do them?
Dr. Phil?
That's a yes or no question.
I took her.
That's a yes or no. It's not an essay question. Answer it, and then you can explain.
I took her to one.
No, you took me to a go-see too.
That was Kylie. Okay, can we please
back up? Is that a yes?
Up?
And then you can explain.
I did take her.
Then, because there can't be two truths. There's just one version of the truth.
Kylie was 12 years old and came to me one day and was crying profusely. And I mean, she was in agony. She was so full. And I told her how to relieve herself.
And she just was like, just stick your fingers down your throat, just shove your fingers down your throat.
I personally have battled with weight my whole life. I have been on every fad diet out there, complete yo-yo dieter.
She's like queen of the eating disorders.
I never told Kylie that I had ever tried binging and purging, and she's never, of course, seen me do it.
We would go together not eating for like a day or whatever. My mom shouldn't have taught me how to throw up. She shouldn't have done that.
We talk to her a lot, we talk to you a lot, and what you say is she just developed an eating disorder. What she says is, my mother has an eating disorder. My mother taught me how to purge. Now, before you say no, and before you say yes, this is not a matter of opinion. This is an event. It either happened or it didn't.
Dr. Phil, I'll tell you exactly what happened. Again, I've struggled with weight my whole life. My goal was...
This is non-responsive to the question. Did you teach your daughter to purge?
I did not teach her to purge.
Did you teach her to stick her fingers down her throat and cause herself to gag and vomit?
I did not teach her to do that. She came to me, like I said, and was in pain. And as a mother that seriously responds to my daughter's needs, I mean, I literally would do anything for her.
I used to hear you throwing up in the bathroom all the time.
Kylie, I never did it in front of you. I've done it. I did it in high school several times with a best friend that had bulimia.
You did it.
And then I have done it through my adult life on occasion, but it's never something I do on a regular basis. I assure you of that.
You know, I always heard you.
Did you model bulimic behavior for her?
I wasn't aware that she was aware, but if she's saying that she heard, then I honestly was not aware of that, Dr. Phil, I assure you. I did not know that she knew that.
Are you like a quiet vomiter?
No,
seriously, I'm not trying to be comical.
No, it was
vomiter?
in the back of the house.
And she came to you and said, I feel full, and you said?
She was screaming. She was hysterical. She told me to take her to the emergency room. Was freaking out.
I said, I'm not going to school tomorrow.
You were desperate.
I was like, I'm not going to school.
I said, the only way that you will feel better immediately is if you stick your finger down your throat. By this time, she had already come to me and told me that she was sick and tired of starving herself and that she needed food and that she'd already gone online and looked into how to stay thin. She had friends at school that were purging and that she was going to do that anyway.
I never said that.
You told me after that fact, Kylie, because I told you if I tell you how to make yourself feel better right now, I said I don't want you to ever do it again. I said this isn't healthy,
Oh my
Kylie.
God, so you did do it?
Pardon?
You did tell her how?
I did tell her to stick her finger down her throat that day that she came to me.
Paula says that her daughter has been on a road of self-destruction for the last 7 years. Now her once promising modeling career has turned into every mother's worst nightmare.
My first porn shoot, I smuggled a scope bottle of vodka. First thing I did was go in the bathroom and chug that. I just wanted instant gratification and I needed money. My mom loved me when I did porn. After my first porn shoot, I called my mom and she doesn't ask how I am. She just asks, well, did they pay you? Did they pay you? She just wanted to make sure that I was paid.
She was approached by this gentleman that encouraged her to try porn. She said, Mom, what do you think of this? I said, are you kidding me? That would be the biggest mistake you could make. There would go your opportunity of any shot at modeling, not to mention the fact that you would be putting yourself at a huge risk health-wise.
Not only has my mom helped me get into porn, she didn't try to stop me.
I have never condoned her wanting to do porn. I begged, I pleaded, I did everything under the sun to try and did to hear that.
My mom would take me to get tested for HIV and AIDS so I could do porn shoots.
I almost caved in to actually driving my daughter to a shoot because I was convinced that this kid would not give it up.
She ended up driving me to a couple of shoots. I think she puts her needs before mine. My first porn, I made around $3,000. When I started making that money, that was the first time that I felt appreciated by my mom. It was such a good feeling. I didn't want it to end.
I'm horrified, absolutely horrified.
Me too. I'm horrified by the whole situation.
That is an absolute lie, and you know it, Kylie Nicole. Once you were approached, you came to me.
No, I
Kylie,
never told
let
you
me
it was
finish. I'm speaking, please. You came to me and you said, "Mom, there's this guy online, and he wants me to do porn. What do you
I
think?"
said nude modeling, Mom. I never told
You-
I did
you
not
said
know.
porn.
I never said that.
She was in the custom of going on photo shoots, Dr. Phil. She would go and do it. She came back one day, and she was an absolute mess. She broke down and admitted to me that she had gone ahead and done it, and that was the worst day of my life. I was absolutely devastated.
But I never talked to you before that, and I never said porn.
Kylie, how can you sit there and say that? How can you lie like this?
Well, let's go over just exactly what she has said. Because look, let me tell you why I agreed to do this is because I truly believe that this girl's life is at a crossroads. This is either going to go tragically bad, and she's going to go down this road of pornography and self-debasement, or somebody is going to step up here and own this situation, and this is going to get turned around. Here's what she said. My mom loved me when I did porn. When I started bringing home checks, my mom was so nice to me, like the nicest she has ever been to me, ever. She's never been that nice to me, and I don't know, it felt good, like she appreciated me for once. Not only has my mom helped me get into porn, she didn't really try to stop me. And then when I started bringing that kind of money, I hated how much she just changed her attitude towards me completely. And she really appreciated me. She would take me to get tested for HIV and AIDS and all of that so I could do the shoots. Now, a lot of that is opinion, but there is a fact in there. Did you take her to get tested for HIV and AIDS so she could have the paperwork to present to the porn shoots so she would be qualified to do them?
Dr. Phil,
That's a yes or no question.
I took her.
That's a yes or no. It's not an essay question. Answer it, and then you can explain.
I took her to one.
No, you took me to a go-see too.
That was Kylie. Okay, can we please
that a
back
yes?
up?
And then you can explain.
I did take her. I did. But listen, I need a moment to please back up for just a second, all right? Kylie's anorexia and bulimia became so bad that she couldn't even finish high school. She couldn't hold down a job.
We're not talking about that. I am asking you
course we're gonna
if you
focus on
took
this,
your
but-
Of course I am.
Well,
That's
of
the
course,
topic
that's
for the moment. You're like trying to sack fog, lady. I'm asking you
sorry.
questions. Did you or did you not drive your daughter to get tested so she would qualify for porn shoots?
Not so she would qualify, so that she could be tested to make sure that she hadn't already contracted something, Dr. Phil.
No, you knew what it was for.
Kylie.
She said, this is her quote, I'm just asking you so you can refute this. You should want me asking these questions
Okay, I
because
do.
they're out there. She just wanted to know, let me read it in its entirety. It wasn't ever for my health. She wasn't concerned. She never asked questions about what the results were. She just wanted to know when my next shoot was and when I was going to get paid.
That is absolutely not true.
You took me to that because you knew that that's what they needed for me to do more
Kylie
shoots.
Nicole, would you own up to one thing, please, right here and now? And that's that you told me point blank, countless times, that this was what you were gonna do, and I couldn't do anything to stop you because you were 18 years old, and this is what you wanted. You know
Because I
as
wasn't
well
making
as I
enough
do.
money. You were gonna kick me out. What was I supposed to do?
I was trying to motivate you to get a real job. How many times did I sit down and say to you, Kylie, you are better than this. This is not right. You
I've
can't
had
go
real
there.
jobs, but it never was enough to cover.
She did tell me that you said that she should get a legitimate and real job. She did admit that.
I did have jobs.
To that. And then she also said that she didn't feel that she was worth anything other than being in pornography.
The fact that she was even considering this was so absolutely mind-blowing to me. It was,
Do you have any ownership in her making the choice to be in pornography?
oh my God, no.
Do you go along with it?
Absolutely not. I fought her tooth and nail, and she...
On her boyfriends. Now, Kylie also claims that her mother has had a threesome, drinks until she blacks out, and turns into a monster that gets physically violent when she gets drunk.
My mom is an alcoholic. She's the meanest drunk I know. When my mom would drink too much, she would get physically abusive. My mom has slapped me across the face, thrown me against walls. She'll just start talking so much about me, like my daughter's just a little whore. She tells me she wishes I was dead. And then when I'd wake up in the morning and I'd show her bruises and she doesn't remember what she did. My mom has been stealing my Adderall. She cuts my prescription in half and take half of it and give me the other half, and I'm prescribed it. She takes it recreationally, and she's not even prescribed it. She's my best friend, but she's also my worst enemy. I've always wanted her to be proud of me. Like, I crave it. If I could just have her approval, then that's all I want.
What I'm telling you here is she is trying to convince you that she desperately, desperately wants your acceptance. She desperately wants your acceptance. She ventured into this porn and she probably thought at first that, hey, this was kind of exotic, and she'll say she didn't, but she probably thought, wow, this is kind of grown up and exciting, and they treat them like stars, and you know, it's all glamour and there's lights and it's all of this, and it's almost like it's legitimate. But boy, does it get slimy real fast.
It's disgusting.
And now she's kind of like trapped, and she just wants out. But she can't come back to you because you're so toxic, she doesn't even know where to begin. You're like trying to hug a porcupine because it's all about judgment. And she, you know, with her dad, it's like, oh my God, you know, I don't know what to do with him. I'm smoking dope with him every night, and I can't go in the kitchen because he freaks out if the cup's not straight and the handle's a little off. And I don't know what to do there. I love him, but I don't know. I love her, but I don't. It's like she's got nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. So she don't know what to do. Mm-hmm. So you're a little trapped, right?
Yeah.
You got an eating disorder, and you're a slave to that. Now, I'm willing to help you with all of that if you want help with it.
Yes.
And if you do, it takes a serious commitment.
I'll do whatever it takes.
You've got what's called a multiple diagnosis situation. You've got an eating disorder, you've got addiction problems, you've got some things that have to happen all at one time here. And it's very complex. But you know what I think? I think two things. I think you're worth it, and I think you're capable of it.
Thank you.